Hi everybody, Monica Fernandez with Evolution Essentials. This video is going to be all about peppermint essential oil to soothe and uplift you and how you can use it. So stick around till the end because I have a free gift and bonus recipes too. Peppermint essential oil has to be one of the most popular essential oils on the planet and very widely available. It's an essential oil that is extremely powerful and potent. One drop is equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you see how concentrated and potent it is. And also, using essential oils, it's like using the plant, except it's 50 to 70 times stronger. So what does this mean for you with peppermint? Peppermint, you know peppermint for its high menthol content. And you know it because it flavors toothpaste and chewing gum, and it's used for oral hygiene. And you also probably know it for the tea that I mentioned before, where people usually drink peppermint tea to calm their stomach. And also, peppermint is very refreshing for the respiratory system. So, we're going to talk about all of that. And if you are totally new to essential oils, I highly recommend that you watch this video right here on what are the top 10 benefits of essential oils. So, you can use peppermint essential oil three ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. Now, in terms of using it internally, I'm going to talk about that first because I don't usually recommend using essential oils internally. Because if you've been to my channel before, you know how I feel about internal use. And the reason that I don't recommend it is because the majority of the essential oils available on the market are not pure and safe for consumption. And obviously, not all essential oils are able to be ingested anyway because they're toxic by definition. So the ones that are able to be ingested, usually you have to make sure that the company that you are buying your oils from is a reputable company and they can provide you with a third-party report, chemical report of exactly what's in the bottle. The company, the essential oil brand that I use, this one right here, and I leave a link in the description for you where you can get 25% off the essential oil brand that I use. But this peppermint has been tested so many times, not just in-house laboratory, but by third party. So you can actually, I can actually look up down here exactly this lot, so the oil that's exactly in this bottle, and I can actually look up the third party independent report of this oil and find out exactly the chemical profile of this oil to make sure that this is real and this is safe for consumption. And so it's beyond organic. If you want to know more about that, you can definitely check out my description and click on the link below. If you are going to use this brand, then it is safe to use peppermint internally. But obviously, the first way is aromatic. And aromatic just means that you're breathing it in. The first thing that you can do to wake up in the morning and actually snap out of that sort of feeling that you're very tired is put one drop of peppermint on your hand and rub together. You guys have to close your eyes for this. Take a nice deep breath. Oh my goodness. It just clears everything. It clears your airways, it clears your lungs, it clears everything. And it just makes you completely alert. So that is the effect, immediate effect of peppermint essential oil. You can do that. That's one of the tips that I have for you that you can do right away. You can also put peppermint in the diffuser. One of my favorite ways to use peppermint in the diffuser is together with wild orange. There's just something about that combination that really inspires a lot of focus and alertness if you are doing a project that you really need to focus on. And I love that combination. Usually for my essential oil workshops in person, I usually diffuse that combo. In terms of the aromatic use of peppermint, peppermint really helps with your breathing. So if your breathing is having some trouble, you can put peppermint on your hand like I did, or in your diffuser, and I have a couple of recipes for you right now. So peppermint blends really well with the citruses, but it also blends well with other herbs like oregano, marjoram, and then rosemary, for example, and also eucalyptus, cypress, and geranium. So there's a ton, and all the citruses, like I said, it's a really great oil to mix up. Another oil that peppermint combines really well with is lavender. And if you want to know more about lavender, you can watch this video right here on the top 20 benefits of lavender essential oil and how you should use it. I really go into detail on that. If you're enjoying this video and you haven't done already, please subscribe right here, and don't forget that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video every week. What else can you do with peppermint essential oil outside of diffusing it and putting it on your hand to breathe it? You can use it topically. Now, I always recommend that you dilute essential oils with a carrier oil, and I recommend fractionated coconut oil. And you can look up to my description. Also, my link on the essential oils will have fractionated coconut oil as well. Usually the dilution is for topical application, which means you're putting it on your skin. And why would you want to put peppermint on your skin? You want to put peppermint on your skin to basically soothe muscles. So if you're feeling discomfort and some tension, peppermint is a great oil to really alleviate some of that. So think of all of your muscles and everything else. Peppermint also is very cooling, so it has that icy hot type of effect. So it'll have the cooling effect specifically, and it will feel really, really good to put on your skin. Diluted, you guys, always diluted. That is my philosophy on applying essential oils on your skin. It's always diluted with a carrier oil. The next thing I wanted to tell you about applying peppermint topically is in terms of relieving head tension. So if you apply, and always diluted, if you can apply it neat if it's this kind of peppermint essential oil, but make sure that if you apply it to relieve head tension, that you apply it in your temples, but more towards your hairline than towards your eyes, because peppermint is just really, really strong. So what I usually do, I'm going to demonstrate for you, is I put a drop like this, and then I just do this in my fingers. I don't dilute this time if it's a really bad one, and I just do it here, and then you can put it underneath also in your sinus pressure points. And I'm telling you, it's a great reliever. And I'm not the only one telling you this. In PubMed.gov, you can go and search this study, which is amazing because it compared the effect of intranasal lidocaine and peppermint essential oil. It was a double-blind clinical trial, and the conclusion was that the nasal application of peppermint oil caused considerable reduction in the intensity and frequency of headache and relieved the majority of patients' pain, similar to lidocaine. Actually, the percentage was a little higher even than lidocaine. And if you know lidocaine, lidocaine is considered a drug, anesthetic. You can actually use peppermint, so it's been proven to work. I actually talk about migraine specifically in this video right here on 13 things women can do to cope with migraines naturally. So watch that next. So that's topically. And then, so internally, as I've said before, there's a ton of things that you can put. You can actually put a drop of peppermint oil with lemon, 1 drop of lemon oil in filtered water for a healthy, refreshing mouth rinse if you're going to refresh your mouth. Or you can just put peppermint in your water if you really want to cool yourself down in the summer. It's a really great way. Be careful, it's going to tingle your lips. So speaking of lips, another thing you can do with peppermint is put a drop in your lip gloss. Can you put drops in your lip gloss and you have automatic plumping immediately with peppermint. So put these two together and it's magic, plumping lips naturally. You don't need to go to injectables for that. You can have a plumping effect with peppermint. What else can you do in terms of peppermint for ingestion? So I told you about peppermint and its soothing effects for your stomach and your digestion. It's amazing how that effect for digestion you can actually obtain by putting peppermint in the diffuser. It's unbelievable how the volatile compounds of essential oils work, but the way that they enter your body, they can actually help with that digestive process just by inhaling it. So it's a really cool process. But you can also put peppermint in a veggie capsule. So I'll have a recipe for you in terms of digestive help to do that. I will also put a couple of other recipes on what you can do with a veggie cap and peppermint and some other oils to help you. So that's another way. The other way that you can also use it internally, and I didn't even mention this, but the peppermint here has a supplemental facts box. So it actually says you can dilute 1 drop in 4 fluid ounces of liquid. Basically, you really don't need more than a drop most of the time. And the reason that I say this is that you can cook with peppermint. And I'm going to give you several recipes. The first one is going to be peppermint mocha. And then this next one is actually an incredible recipe of brownies, of peppermint brownies that are actually made with black beans. I know that sounds disgusting, right? But it's so good. And some people don't even notice the difference. I know, you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but they're so good. And the ingredients of these black bean brownies, they include black beans, which are a great source of fiber, and includes coconut oil, the white coconut oil that really helps your cardiovascular health. And it includes also honey, which honey has phytonutrients that contain antibacterial and antiviral properties that will boost your immune system and making it easier for it to fight seasonal discomfort and seasonal issues. And then you add the peppermint oil. So the peppermint is going to not only give it the amazing flavor, the mint flavor, but it's also going to be great for your breathing as well as your digestion. So it's like such a multifaceted oil. It does so many different things. So when I was saying that when ingested, peppermint essential oil promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. So you're actually ingesting it, but it has that multifunction. It's a really incredible oil. What else does peppermint do? You can actually put peppermint oil, a few drops of peppermint oil, in a spray bottle. A spray bottle, very, very easy to do that with water, and that will do different things. So you can use that spray bottle to repel bugs like spiders. You can use that spray bottle around your windows and doors to keep bugs away. And in the summer, you can take that to the beach if you want and use it, close your eyes and mist it around your face, because it will give you that cooling effect. I hope you got major value from this video, and I want you to comment below on your favorite way to use peppermint essential oil, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. See you next time.